So this is what we are going to create. This is called as a gear shifter. Maybe it's called as a gear shifter. I don't know what it's called. I got it as a gear shifter. So same thing that previously we made a ball joint. If you have seen that video, then it will be easy for you to make the ball joint. So first things first, that is what we are gonna do is take this clay, that is the fevicryl molded clay, mix the resin in the harder till it gets completely white, and we have to make this shape first. This is the circle over here like this. You see what I did with the wires, right? Yeah, you can get those wires at any hardware shops. Now you can see we have to get this ball kind of shape over here, and now keep trying to get it like this. You can rub it on the surface, or also you can use other tools so that you can get this type of shape. It is important that you get the ball as perfect as possible so that it will move properly later on. If you don't get the ball much in proper shape, then there will be an issue. So after this is completely dry, after 2 hours, mix a new clay and then add it over like this. When you mix this clay, wait for around half to 1 hour, and then later mix it. Sorry for the auto noise. Yeah. Then you can later add it on the hardened ball like this. So once after you add it over, now what you have to do is move it like this after 10 or 5 minutes. If you don't, then it will stick permanently, and then keep it to dry like this. Keep on moving it until it gets completely dried up. And once after it's fully dried up, you can see over here it's fully dried up. Now you can move it easily. So now next thing what we have to do over here is take a flat cardboard. You can do this also on a flat surface. Add tape on it, and then later add clay on it. And we have to give this a square or rectangle shape, whichever shape you prefer. You can use a sellotape like this over here to make it more flat. And then what we are gonna do is use a spatula to cut the sides. I had made a reel on this before, how to make sheets from fevicryl molded. You can also check that out. It is also an important thing. You can use this technique at somewhere else as well. Like this, you can see. Now I'm using a spatula. I don't think so that this needs any more explanation, but I thought I better show this so that later on some people will say that you didn't show us. And you can see what I have done over here. I have added clay to a ball joint, clay to the downward, so that the surface becomes completely flat. And now what I will do is that I will stick this ball joint to our cylinder or a sheet. Sorry, I stick this ball joint to a sheet. Same thing. I will be using Astral Vetra to stick this to the sheet. Please make sure that your glue doesn't go into the ball joint. If it goes, then consider that your whole ball joint has gone waste. You will have to make another one because this glue is super sticky. Also, for another protection, what I'll be doing is I'll be adding clay over it, so that sometimes there are chances that the glue might come off. So what I'll do is I'll also add clay all over it and keep it to dry. Then remaining other I have made over 4 parts. I have made 4 sheets and then I covered it up like this. Same thing, use the glue to stick them. Now other thing is that what I'm gonna do is I have cut small rectangles like this, and I will be adding them like that over there. So but how to add that? You can't add anywhere. You have to take measurements like this. You have to move your ball joint over here like this. And you can also do one thing, that is extend the rod of your ball joint later on. You can add clay on it, or you can add wires to extend it, or you can make it a longer rod at start only. See over here what I have done, right? So what I'll be doing is adding a strip, or adding again sheet of clay below this, so that it doesn't fall. I have just stuck these small pieces of clay or small rectangular pieces over here. So the thing that has to be done is I'll just add the sheet over here like this. You can see the small sheet, right? I'm adding glue to it so that whenever these get pressed, they don't fall inside or the shape doesn't break. That's why. You can see this is not something which is difficult. It is just, these are some tricks that you can do. You can also skip this, but it adds a good protection. Now what I'm doing is, you can skip this step if you want, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to add some clay on top of this right now. You can see it on the right side. I'm doing it same for the left side so that it looks good. So the gear shifter looks nice. This is only for the appearance. This does not have any issues with the what I can say with the functionality. But it must also look good, right? You can keep this as a table decor, it is best. So I will be adding this clay over here like this. You can give it any other shape also if you want. Like this, I'm using water now to smoothen it up. Smoothing is a bit troublesome process as you have to keep on doing this. And also what you have to do is keep on moving your stick or your ball joint like this so that it doesn't get stuck anywhere. There are chances that if you add too much clay at some other corner, then there are chances that your gear shifter won't go at that location. So you have to keep on doing this, keep on moving as well. So once after this is completely dry, you can see over here, it's completely ready. But yeah, the handle portion doesn't look good. So I thought I better add some clay over there as well. And we'll do some sculpting part on it later on. But this looks nice, right? You can give any other design to this as well. You can sculpt a lion on it, or anything you want. You can make as much as, you can show as much as creativity you want in this. See, you can see over here that it is completely ready. Now I'll later on color it up. And a simple ball joint technique, just made this. I thought of making this because we just made a ball joint tutorial. So I think we should make something very easy. So this is the thing. Also you can see, you can also mix the clay, and also while mixing the clay you can add color in it so that it also, the ball joint also gets proper color. Now you can see it is completely ready. I have colored it up simple brown, and you can see a silver on the handle on the shifter, and since it's shiny because I have added satin varnish on it, you can see it looks nice. I have used liquid satin varnish by the way, and just added it with normal brush. I don't do spray painting or lacquer or anything like that. So this is what we are gonna do. We're gonna shift our gears right now. This really looks good if you keep it on your office table or something like that. And this is something which is a DIY or a stress buster art as well. You can just keep it with yourself side by side. And with the help of one hand also you can do this. I'm basically playing with it right now, nothing much. You can create as much as designs you want, you can sculpt anything on it. Whatever design you want. You can also make it, I've currently made 6 gears, you can also make it 8 gears as well. 6 means 5 and 1 reverse. Now you can see over here that because of friction, the color which I had given to the ball joint, you can see it is coming off. These things will happen because it will always get rubbed to the cover part, right? So I explained it before that if you color it before only, I mean whenever you are mixing the clay, add color to the clay. Here I had mixed green color with the clay. So here that friction thing won't happen. So color won't come off, right? The same thing, I had mixed yellow while mixing the clay. Let me know which character I am making. It has yellow, it has green, and it has wings. And this is also the next upcoming tutorial which is coming up, which will be making only with the help of ball joints only. I'm not currently introducing any hinge joints right now. They will come up later on. First, we will only try to make things with ball joint only, and this one is much good, but it is little bit advanced level. So I suggest that first you make this gear shifter so that you will get familiar with this ball joint technique. And once you are familiar with it, then you can create amazing and any characters that you want and just play with it like this. See you next time with a new creation.